to an episode of Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans. This is my husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, I'm Alan A. Trey in the house.
This is the episode we should be recording under a palapa. Palapa? Is that what it's called? A palapa in Mexico.
You should be strutting around in a teabag. I should be rolling around in a Speedo with bronze ladies bouncing quarters off my abs.
That was the way it was supposed to be. We were
under
supposed
a palapa.
To be on vacation, but no, we're
home.
Oh,
no.
In the suburbs of Dallas, Texas.
We got cock blocked by the coronavirus.
Why do you say it like that? That's not even necessary. If you couldn't understand him, he said we were cock blocked by corona. And so here we are in our living room. This is my week of vacation from my normal job with the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
And we've done nothing. I tried.
Well, speak for yourself, Evans.
Alan's done some work in the yard.
Hey, everybody. Handyman Alonzo here.
I have attempted to clean out my desk. That's still a work in progress. I'm going on day 3 of that now. It should have been a 1-hour project, but I'm dragging it out because why not? Because this is my vacation week. And as I said, we have nothing else to do. We have been watching a lot of Ozark. And
that's part of what we're going to talk about on this podcast. We're going to talk a little Ozark.
We're getting almost done with that.
Boy, you talk about a wheels-off, lewd cast of characters.
Yeah, we're doing that.
What else are we going to do?
What else have we been doing, honey?
We have got coming again to you, piping fresh, piping hot, another edition of Kellie Claps Back.
Oh, good.
Everyone's new favorite segment,
favorite.
Kellie Claps Back. You'll want to stick around because this one involves Kellie Raspberry.
Well, yeah, it's my bit.
Yeah, it's her bit. Alan Evans. I'm always the subject of said bit. An old lady at the dog park. And
I don't even know.
Yeah. So you'll want to stick around.
It
is, hey, don't let the chitlins listen. It is one of the most
Did I cuss?
One of the most lewd visuals you can think of.
I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? I'm kind of bitter right now, and because I should be on vacation, and I'm allowed to be a little bitter this week. I think a lot of people are allowed to be a little bitter, a little melancholy, a little sad, a little despondent, because life just isn't fair right now.
Where
Alan.
would you rather
it's not
be?
Fair.
Where would you rather be than right here, right now, locked up at Evans Manor with me? Don't answer that.
Yeah. So hopefully this time next year, this is my vacation week again next year. Hopefully I will be on that beach in Mexico with members of our podcast family because that was the plan. But, things got derailed, hopefully just temporarily.
It got derailed?
We
we got shot off the rails.
Yeah, we're completely off.
Skidding down the hill with no wheels.
But that's okay. We're here. We're podcasting. Even if we were on vacation in Mexico, we'd still be doing it. We did it last year. From Mexico. We had a bunch of drunk people in the pool waiting for us at the time.
We did a podcast from the Palapa, didn't we?
Yeah, everybody was in the pool. They wouldn't, we were like, hey, we're doing a podcast. You guys, that the reason you're here is because of the podcast. We're like, nope. We're in the pool.
We expected them all to kind of crowd around and sip drinks and kind of watch us, like Guitar Guy on the beach. No. They were like,
all in the pool.
They're like, screw y'all, peace. I'm out.
And that's fine. Who could blame them?
I'm going to the pool.
Who could blame them? But that's where it stands. So anyway, but we're here and we're happy you're joining us. And I don't know if you're on vacation. Hopefully you're doing something way more fun than we are. But podcasting is fun. I don't mean that. I mean everything else.
Is it?
I literally have nothing to do every day. Literally.
Well,
nothing.
I told Kellie, I said, look, I'll give you things to do.
I don't want to do housework on my vacation.
I got a list of things you can do. Did you restore a vanity? You want to paint a vanity? You want to sand down a vanity and paint a vanity?
I went night swimming the other night. That felt very vacation-y to me. You
want to build a shed?
I got a glass of wine in a plastic cup because, when you're in the pool, you have to have plastic glassware, which would make it plasticware, not glassware at all. And I got my cell phone out and listened to the music because I didn't want to disturb my neighbors with the loud Bluetooth speaker. And I just got in the pool. I might do that again tonight because it makes me feel kind of vacation-y without being on vacation.
I turned on the light for you.
Alan turned on the light for
me. The
me.
pool light, and you just kind of floated out there.
I just kind of
stood
in the pool.
With an alcoholic beverage in your hand.
I literally stood in the pool.
Y'all are always drinking. You can't have any fun without drinking. What's the matter
vacation.
with you? Well, so what?
And we're depressed and despondent.
Yeah, okay.
And a little pissed about it.
I'm pissed too. I'm pissed that you guys drink so much.
But anyway, tomorrow, hey, here's late breaking news on my vacation week. I had to have a conference call for work today, even though it was fine. Things happen. I've got a conference call again on Friday. But tomorrow, by the time this podcast drops, I've got a 2-hour webinar I've got to sit through.
There you go.
Because I am taking a color theory class from the Art Institute of Dallas.
Dime.
It's not a dime. Anybody can sign up as long as you pay the tuition. But I want to learn.
Dime.
Oh, so anyway, it's all online, but I have to have a webinar because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm doing that tomorrow. That's exciting. And then next week I start my college class. I haven't been in college.
That's very exciting, babe.
I have not been in college since 1993.
You're gonna be like Rodney Dangerfield, going back to school.
Yeah, just as old, but not as rich. He was very wealthy.
Dead or alive?
He's dead.
Yeah.
He finally died. We should do a game of Dead or Alive because sometimes I'm not right on that.
Let's do it.
But, I'm going back to school and part of me is now regretful that I signed up for it because now I've committed to something and I have to follow through. You know what I'm saying?
Mary Kay Letourneau.
What does it have to do with me going back to college?
I thought you said you wanted to play Dead or Alive.
Well, she just died. Tragically, it was colon cancer. Bad human being, but still, colon cancer is not a good way to die. So anyway, yeah. Have you ever signed up for something? You're like, I'm so excited, but then you actually have to follow through with it. That's the way I feel about it right now. I don't know what kind of commitment this is going to be for me. I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but hopefully I'm going to come out the other end and I'm going to know how to pick out paint colors and mix and match, patterns and decorate stuff really good. That's my goal. Because I enjoy that.
I was picking out some paint chips over at Homie D's.
Yes.
And I found one called Creamy Mushroom.
Like creamy mushroom soup.
Creamy mushroom. It reminded me of my sweet wife because she's my creme de la creme. She's my cream.
My legs are the color of creamy mushroom soup.
She's my whipping cream. And she has cargo pants that are mushroom colored.
I got rid of them.
Oh.
You didn't like them and you mocked them so much. I got rid of them.
Well, I didn't mock them.
You did.
No, I just thought that
no. They weren't attractive.
Well,
I got them for free at one of my swap parties, because they fit and I thought I'd try them out. It was not a good look. So
the combo of the mushroom cargo pants with the black ice cream.
Yeah, another
shirt.
swap party. It was another swap party thing.
So you just mailed it in that day.
It was a mail-in, and it's one of those times when I went out in public dressed like that, and I ran into a bunch of listeners that wanted their picture taken with me. So I have pictures of me in this ill-fitting, too tight, black T-shirt with gold ice cream cones all over it and mushroom cargo pants. That's what's floating around in the universe right now.
Which happened to be the same day that your husband was wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Yep.
And I started to kind of poke fun at you and your mushroom cargo pants. And then you kind of looked at me and did a Kellie's Clap Back. I wish I had recorded it.
Yeah.
But something like, well, what in the hell are you talking about? You're wearing a Canadian frukin' tuxedo.
Yeah, something to that effect. I probably cussed. I probably did.
You did.
So anyway, that's where we stand. I don't even know. But I will tell you this. At the end of the last podcast, I read a letter from a police officer's wife who wanted to give us her perspective, being the wife of a police officer, a good police officer who's done a lot for his community, and the fear they face. And she said, she just wanted everybody, to know to check on us because we are not okay. And, at the time, it just punched me in the gut and in my heart because I know like I said, there are bad police officers, but I think the good far outweigh the bad, as there is in any profession. You could look at any profession. There are bad preachers and priests.
Whoa.
I mean, there are, but that doesn't mean, you can't say they're all bad, right? And bad politicians, but good politicians, bad doctors, good doctors across the board.
I think most politicians are bad.
Well, I don't agree.
Okay.
Because people, I think, do go in with good intentions. Sometimes, as I'm calling Alan tonight, Why don't you run for office? Because I'm sick of listening to it. Let the people hear it.
And I told her, are you kidding me?
Let the people hear it.
With my checkered background, my checkered past.
I'm like, do you want to be a senator or a congressman?
Sheesh.
I'm going to start calling you congressman.
I couldn't run for city librarian.
You should hear those hot sports opinions coming out of his mouth. That's for another time. Anyway, of course, we got some feedback, and we always welcome feedback, good, bad, ugly. You can always email us. You can go to kellieandallen.com, and there's a link for that. But Allen actually has a couple of letters you wanted to read in response to the letter I read at the end of the last podcast.
Yeah, and just like Kellie said, just so we're talking through, maybe a more holistic view of everything, the whole picture, and we wanted to read some of these responses. We don't want to belabor this, but we did want to read some of our listeners'.
We've got a lot of feedback, so
responses. So here is a letter from Leah. Leah says, I listened to your July 2nd podcast this morning, and I heard the letter from the wife of a police officer, Krista. I am a black woman married to a black man and raising a black son in this country. We have 2 police officers in our family, so I can definitely see Krista's point of view. However, I think it is worth noting that she has seen a taste of what we as black mother/wives go through daily, and not just in the midst of this current climate in our country. I am fearful daily when my husband and son leave home. I fear when they go for a jog. I fear when they go shopping. I fear when they drive anywhere. I fear one of them will not come home. So yes, while I do not agree with painting all officers with a broad brush, this is what black people have fought against for years. We are not all uneducated. We are not all gang members. We are not all lazy. We are not all criminals. My husband works extremely hard for his family. He is the best husband and father and would not hurt a fly. My son is a teenager, so he is quiet and gives me one-word answers most days.
Amen.
But he has the sweetest demeanor. He has never been sent to the principal's office and has never been disrespectful to us or to anyone. So maybe one thing Krista can learn from her recent fear is to take a minute and be grateful. Be mindful that for this small moment in time for her family, she is getting a glimpse of what black mothers/wives have been going through for years. Learn and grow from this. Also, she can be grateful that at the end of her husband's shift, he can take his uniform off and he is a white male, so her fear can decrease during those hours of the day. He is not on duty. He can even choose a different career. My husband and son cannot. They cannot be anything other than black men in this country that fears them. My fear for them and their safety never gets a break, never gets a day off, never decreases. Again, I understand and respect her fear, but I feel it is important to give a view from the other side as well. Leah.
I appreciate that, and I completely understand. I completely understand every point she made. All very, very true points. And I don't understand that. When my child leaves, I have a 13-year-old daughter, and we have, little boys too, now 12. I keep wanting to say 11. He's 12 now, isn't he?
Cole's 12, yeah.
12 is crazy. And a 7-year-old boy, and then an older 15-year-old daughter. And I fear for her for different reasons, but, I can't imagine that fear because of the color of your skin.
Right. I think
living in that constant fear.
That's what I was about to say.
I
think everyone fears for their children, but not everyone necessarily fears for their children
in the same
strictly
way.
Because their skin is colored a particular.
Those are excellent points.
A particular
shade. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay, here's another one from Ray. Ray says, at the end of your last podcast, you read a letter from a wife of a police officer. Thank you for reading that email. It brought me to tears. My family is full of good officers. My grandfather, uncle, brother, grandfather-in-law, father-in-law, and many others are good officers. Thank you for taking courage to read this email, because I know many would not have, because it can open them up to criticism. Thank you for showing that good officers are not for the actions of bad officers. They're disgusted by their actions. Okay. Blessed are the peacemakers, for the will be called sons of God. I pray for the safety of all officers that put their lives on the line every day. I pray that those that are corrupt will be removed from their position. Thank you again, Ray.
Yeah. I have a friend named Tara, and she, such a wonderful lesson that she gave me many, many years ago. She wanted to teach her daughters not to be fearful of police. So have you ever been in a situation with your child and they're misbehaving and you say, and there's a police officer over there and you say, I'm going to go tell that police officer that you're misbehaving. And, that makes them afraid of the police. Instead, she never would say that to her children. She'd make them go up and thank that police officer for being here today to and making sure that this area is safe for you to be here. And so she always did that. And that really resonated with me because, I would tell my daughter in the car or something, if she wouldn't stay in her seatbelt or something, I'm like, the police are going to come and they're going to arrest us, and I didn't want her to have a fear of police officers. I want it to be a healthy respect and a healthy fear. There's something about a healthy fear because, if you're not afraid of getting in trouble, then what's the point? But it's just such a tumultuous time in our country. Emotions are so high. Watching the news is just completely disheartening. I get on Twitter and I just want to, take a bottle of pills and say, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but it's just very disheartening what's going on in our country right now. And I'm very optimistic because I look back on our history and I look back at, when we were the riots of the 60s and 70s and things of that nature, when the country seemed in such turmoil and we had our president assassinated before I was born. But then Ronald Reagan, there was an attempt on his life. And I think, there are times when our country has been in horrible crisis before and we have survived it. And it, I know the country's not perfect, but I'd rather be in the United States of America than anywhere else on this planet. And I do hope and I pray and I'm optimistic that we're going to come through this and that we're going to be better for it, that we are more, empathetic towards other people. I mean, I'm guilty as like, well, how does this affect me? How does this affect me? And I think a lot of people, if you're honest, you're always like, okay, bottom line is, how does this affect me? But it can't always be about me. It's got to be how it affects other people too. So hopefully it's been a very eye-opening experience that we survived this. I'm just sick about the children who are being shot down in our streets right now. I'm hoping something can happen and the tide will turn by the next podcast. But who knows? So much can change overnight. But anyway, I'm rambling.
You are. Okay, let's read another from Shmi Skywalker. This one says, hi, Allen and Kellie. Now, this is a long one, but this is a good one to kind of sum things up here. Let me start by saying I'm a huge fan. I've listened to Kellie on the radio since 1651, and I am now almost 30 years old. Married.
Quit making me older than I am.
And now I'm almost 30, married, and have one amazing bonus son. When I heard that the two of you are starting a podcast, I wanted to begin listening, but I was finishing planning a wedding. Then she got sidetracked.
But you're here now.
She's here now. She went back to the beginning and listened all the way straight through.
Girl.
Whoa.
You heard some doozies.
I mean, they like in Ozark where he was tortured in the dungeon. You think there's a drug cartel playing our podcast really loud for somebody?
You could be ruining Ozark for someone right now who hasn't gotten to that point.
They don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, they're going to see it now, and it's going to be ruined for them.
Okay, she says she got caught up. Never did I think I would write in, or I would simply just say hello and how thankful I am for the podcast and be able to regroup from my hectic life for a little while. It'll take me less time to read this letter than you did on your soliloquy. Okay. I listened to the final letter that you read on a sandwich and some hormone therapy. While I do agree that both you and Krista, that not all cops are bad, I fear that there is one piece of the puzzle that is missing in the conversation. I am a white woman married to a black man and have a black bonus son. We live in Connecticut, which in the general idea of the U.S. is not thought of as a, quote, racist, end quote, state. However, since my husband and I began dating 5 years ago, racism has turned its ugly head. Just one mild example. My husband and I were driving through a small city in our state, had gone through a yellow light, and I was pulled over. When the officer finally made his way over to the car, his demeanor was hostile. He was incredibly rude. I've never witnessed such hostility from a police officer. It was within a moment that the police officer noticed me in the passenger seat, and his personality shifted. He used a kinder tone towards my husband and ended up giving him a warning in the situation that was originally what seemed as a major problem. It's not only when I'm with my husband, though. One day when I was walking with my stepson in a store and an older white gentleman saw us, he took one look at me and the sweet child holding my hand as we shopped and said, just loud enough for me to hear, and I cannot read this insult, but it was a very bad insult. She says, I was mortified, but all I could think of was to get my son as far away from him as possible. I am often sitting with my husband and his family members recently, and I try to learn. I feel that much of the issue is that people do not want to listen and have an open dialogue on both sides. Our human nature kicks in, and we want to make sure that we are heard, but we do not hear. I have learned, grown, and have come to many various understandings over the recent months, but comprehension is not enough. There's more that needs to be done. I live with fears that I thought I would never have. My stomach churns on a daily basis, many times a day. Each day as my husband leaves the house alone or brings his son somewhere without me, I worry. And now with recent events, I fear they are going to be harmed by someone who is upset about the world and what is transpiring, and I will not see them again. I fear that one of my loved ones will be the next to be hanged and be deemed a suicide. Oh. I cannot imagine losing one of my beloved family members due to the color of their skin. And yes, many of these fears are due to skin color. I doubt that family members from my side have the same fears because I never thought that I would even have them. Our country has many things to be fearful of. I just never imagined that the fears I learned about happening during the civil rights movement would be the same fears I face in 2020. Yes, not all cops are bad. Many of them are very good. I'd say the majority of them are very good. But at least a badge and a blue uniform can be made to not be so obvious to the outside world. My husband cannot hide the color of his skin. Thank you for being a place for me to explain my side. It is hard to unlearn what I thought I knew, relearn what was misunderstood, and learn a new view in a short amount of time and not be able to hide from any of it. Shmi Skywalker.
Shmisa?
Shmi Skywalker.
Was there a character named Shmi, honestly?
Well, that was Anakin's mother.
Shmi?
Shmi? Or Shimi? Shmi?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing that. I think, we all think we know what racism is until you actually experience it. I don't know. But thank you. That's another perspective, and I want to hear all of them.
You want to do a little something?
Yes. Thank you. Alan, I don't know if you've been to the post office lately.
I have not.
You shouldn't.
I don't have to.
We're being told, to avoid crowded areas as much as possible.
Yes.
I'm one of those weird people that likes to go to the post office, but right now, you know what? I'm doing what I can to, what is it called? Flatten the curve and stay home. But what if you've got to mail stuff? What if you're a small business owner and you've got to get stuff in the mail? Because thankfully your business is still doing well. Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
You can print postage on demand, skip those lines and the crowds at the post office. Plus you can actually save some money because they have discounts you can't even get at the post office. Stamps.com now offers UPS services with discounts up to 62%. No UPS residential surcharges. Speaking of, regular mail, whether you need to send a postcard just to announce a big sale at your business, hey, that's effective. We got a postcard in the mail the other day. And we ran up the street and took advantage of a big sale on meat. People are still sending postcards. Or whether you have big packages, big boxes that weigh a ton. Stamps.com has postage for any size package, no matter where you need to send it in the world. And they can get you savings like up to 5 cents off every first class stamp, up to 62% off those shipping rates. And right now we've got a very special offer for our listeners.
Yeah, we do. Right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in sandwich. That's stamps.com, enter sandwich.
And stay safe, my friends.
Love stamps.com. Okay, let's you want to do a little quick Ozark review? We have been binging.
We have been, and I want to watch another one before we go to bed tonight because we're almost done with season 3. And if you are a big Ozark fan, you're like, we're already so far over with it. We're just getting caught up. We just found out they're coming back with a 4th final season that's going to be divided into 2 7-episode seasons, like 2 7-episode segments. So 14 more episodes after season 3.
Okay.
And how many episodes do we have left? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5. We're in season 3, episode 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because there's 10 episodes per season. Except for the last season, there's going to be 14. And
It's good. I'm a big fan.
that was a pause for my husband to start.
I'm a big fan. Big
Yes.
fan of season 1. Big fan of season 2. Not so big a fan of season 3. It's gotten a little disjointed. It's kind of starting to plod along a little bit. You know, season 1, all about learning who the characters were, what is he doing. I won't not give too much away in case you haven't seen it. But kind of
people are binging stuff now because you have time.
Introducing all the characters. Season 2 was all about whether or not they were going to finish this big project and all the pressure around that.
They're working with a drug cartel. That's not the, and I mean, you know that from episode 1. It's a regular guy that has an opportunity to work for a drug cartel, and they're blinded by the money. And so they threw their morals out the window and started doing books for a drug cartel.
But let me tell you something. One of the greatest cast of characters in season 1 and season 2, just these really interesting, colorful,
rich.
Yeah, just really great characters. And I was texting my dad back and forth. One of the characters in the show, his name's Roy Petty.
He's an FBI agent.
He's an FBI agent. And I've told Kelly this, but I texted my dad since my dad had seen all of them, and I just wanted to tell him what I thought. I said, Dad, this Roy Petty, he is one of the top 5 most lewd characters in all of TV history.
You loved him.
In all of TV history.
You loved watching him.
No.
You loved watching him.
No, I didn't love watching him. The reason I really think that Ozark is so interesting is because these characters make me nervous.
Yeah.
Like when I'm watching, I'm intimidated. I'm like,
I have to.
What's gonna happen? You know, it gives you that kind of feeling.
That's the way I feel all the time.
Yeah, but now I feel like you do.
Yeah, so I have to distract myself by, playing Best Fiends or I'd get up and fold laundry in the really intense scenes to get through it because I have to distract myself.
The FBI agent Roy Petty, Darlene Snell.
Yeah, there's some really great characters.
Oh, talk about
that are
weird.
horrible, and a lot of our. Well, you'd hate to say they're your favorite, but a lot of the really interesting characters, they just kill them off. And it's like, well, why? What now? And so now we're in season 3, and it's very confusing. And I think that's what happens to a lot of your favorite shows. You fall in love season 1. You're so thankful that it comes back season 2, and season 2 is still good. But then season 3 always seems to be the problem season. I think that's true for a lot of shows on TV.
It's just slow. Like the slow parts are really slow, But
we're going to get through it because we still enjoy it. Like last night, we watched 2 episodes before we went to bed, and Alan's like, I'm not watching a third one, but it was at a real big cliffhanger. And I was upset. I said, but I want to watch one more because I have to know whether this person lives or dies or what's going to happen. And he wouldn't do it. So I went to bed. And this is a bad season. My husband's talking about it being the 3rd season, not being the best season. I went to bed thinking about it. I dreamed about it. I woke up this morning. It was the first thing on my mind. I couldn't wait until about lunchtime. I said, can we please just watch an episode now instead of waiting till tonight? And we did. We ended up watching 2 more episodes. So even though it's slow, I still enjoy it. So that's Ozark.
I still enjoyed it, but the season 3 is slow. I like that actress who plays Helen. She's really good.
Yeah,
she's another one that makes me nervous.
She reminds me, if you watch Glee, Sue Silvestri, I think was her name, Jane Lynch. She's very much a Jane Lynch.
She is?
Light. Oh my gosh, they're like the same person.
Oh really?
Yeah, have you not seen Jane Lynch?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, side by side, they look like
and I don't know
twin
I don't know what Glee is either.
It was a show on Fox. Now she hosts Game Night, Celebrity Game Night.
My mom was in the Glee Club in high school.
That's what the show was based on.
Oh,
so she's very much like that. But there's some wonderful characters and some. The thing about this show, though, and Alan can attest to this, and I don't think I'm unusual or that brilliant. I can tell you what's about to happen right before it happens because there's it's so obvious, right? Certain scenes and things.
Some of it's predictable, but then some of it's like we didn't see that coming.
True. But a lot of it, you're like, well, this is going to happen, and it happens.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's
Definitely
fun.
worth a watch but just be prepared. It is lewd.
But the problem is we're going to finish watching it this week on vacation when I have nothing else to do. And then we have to wait over a year for the final season to come out because they haven't even written it, shot it, nothing yet.
Oh, Roy Petty, that
Just leave it. Don't say a word. You're going to ruin it.
beautiful bear, Russ Langmore.
Yeah.
Hey.
Was Russ one of your favorites?
Russ Langmore?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't one of my
Big
favorites.
Bear?
He wasn't one of my favorites.
So anyway, that's great. But I think after this, we're going to watch Unsolved Mysteries because you remember that show? I think it was on NBC back in the day.
Remember that creepy music? And then that creepy guy that used to be the host? What was his name?
I don't remember the guy with the trench coat.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name?
Oh, what was his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I
You know
can
who
see him.
Yeah, studio audience, can you help us out on this?
Robert.
Yeah.
It wasn't Robert Mitchum. It was.
No.
Oh man,
Robert
what was
Mitchum.
his name?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can see him with a turned up collar. He's dead now, I think. Anyway, it's back on Netflix, so we're going to watch that, and we're going to hopefully solve some crimes and solve some mysteries. That'll be fun.
And then the old what's his nut? The pedophile. What's his name?
Epstein. There's a documentary
his
on there.
friend just got arrested up in where was it?
Just
Vermont
Galeen. Is that her name, Galeen?
God, I wonder what she's gonna say.
Well, a lot of people are afraid she's going to end up dead, just like he
Well,
did with committing suicide.
Wouldn't be surprised. She's
I
got
don't
dirt,
know.
man. She's got dirt on everybody.
Man, scandal. We love it. We love scandal. So anyway, we're watching Netflix. That's what we're doing on our vacation week. That's what we're doing.
Wearing masks every time we go out too.
Yeah, we are. We've got a lot of those disposable ones in the car. Hey, listen, what is your number one nickname for me?
Babe.
Babe. I would say that's probably it. 94cheats.com did a survey, and they were asking people what are the number one nicknames they have. The
Robert
pet name.
Stack.
Thank you. And I said, what did I say? Robert something. Didn't I?
You said Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, that's Robert Stack. Is he dead? He's dead, right?
Probably.
Babe is number 2 on the pet name list. Number 1 is Honey. Honey? Can you do this, honey? Honey? I probably do say honey. Honey?
Yeah, you call
me
me that sometimes.
But you make so you emphasize babe a lot. So that's why it like stands out to me. But I probably say honey a lot.
And then when
Honey
someone
is
says I
used
say
by
it too much, then I'll use it more.
29%. Yeah, sort of like I'm gal. Ugh, nails on a chalkboard. Now you use it all the time. Babe comes in second at 16%, followed by baby. Sweetie.
Isn't that what Al uses?
Baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Number 4 is sweetie.
Sweetie?
Number 5 is love. And I call you love in the morning.
Love.
I say whenever I text Alan in the morning, I say, good morning, love.
Good morning, my love.
Good morning, love.
Yeah, you do.
I call you love.
You do.
That's not very popular.
What is it? How
That's
many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 out of 100, huh?
Next is sweetheart.
Sweetheart?
Sweetheart.
I call you sweetheart sometimes.
You're sweetheart. Sweetheart. I'm trying to imagine what I say. Sweetheart. I don't know. Darling.
That's old school.
Darling?
Yeah, that's old school.
I said 5% use sweetheart, darling, and boo. My boo.
Boo.
5%
What happened
say
to
boo?
What happened to Bay? Is Bay still a thing? Is that
Hey,
still a
bae.
thing?
I don't know.
Is that still a
it's what
thing?
I think it's what you verbally use instead of just like my bae, my boo.
What it didn't
My cousin calls her husband her boo thang. Boo thang.
Boo Thang?
Yeah, her boo thang.
Is it Boo Thing
No,
or
it's thang. THANG.
Boo Thang?
Yeah.
Which cousin?
My cousin Courtney.
I don't know cousin. Do I
She
know
is
cousin Courtney?
My first, from what I've learned, instead of being my second cousin, I think she's my first cousin once removed. I don't know. She's my cousin. Jim's
I know
daughter.
cousin Grayson. I know cousin
Courtney.
Victoria,
I think
and
you've
I
met
know
Courtney.
cousin Leah. I don't know
I think Courtney is.
Cousin?
I think you might have met her. I'm not sure, but she calls her husband Boo Thang.
Boo Thang.
Yes.
Huh. I don't think I'll use Boo
Boo
Thang.
Thang. You're not going to steal that one.
What about Boo Thing?
But my husband calls me babe. Hey babe. Hey babe.
What was I'm just curious. This was just a list, and people
it was
love
just a list.
people love lists.
Yeah, it was like I love lists, and I was like, oh, that's interesting because
Yeah, it
I was
is.
like, yeah, you call me babe, and that was number 2. Number 1 was honey. You know, my mom and dad, and I did this for a while. They love Bo. Hey, Bo. Bo.
Bo?
Bo. That was the thing they called each other for the longest time, and we even had a dog named Bo because of it. Bo.
Like B-O or B-E-A-U?
Well, I think B-E-A-U, B-O. I don't know. We named the dog B-E-A-U, but I don't know if they call each other, hey, Bo. Hey, Bo.
And how do you get
Hey,
Bo
Bo.
out of B-E-A-U?
And I know I had a boyfriend that used to call me Teddy, and I loved it. He said, hey, Teddy, instead of Kelly, he called me Teddy.
Teddy?
Like for teddy bear, he called me Teddy. I thought that was
You want me to call you
super
Teddy?
sweet. No, because he did it. Now every time, if you said it, I would think of him, and he's dead, and that wouldn't be good. But Teddy was cute.
You didn't answer my question.
What?
How do you get Bo out of B-E-A-U?
Because that's the French spelling.
Good eye, mate. How do you get Sean out of S-E-A-N?
Because it's Irish. I don't know.
Good eye, mate. How do you, seriously, how do you get?
I don't know, honey. You're asking me things I have no answer for them.
I want an answer. How do you get?
Google it.
How do you get Favre out of F-A-V-R-E?
I don't know.
These are questions I ask.
I don't know.
And I want an answer.
Why isn't it favor?
Exactly.
Or Favre?
Right.
I don't know.
Where I come from, Bo is B-O. Bo.
You know a lot about that.
Oh, no.
Let's just say that our hygienic routines have taken a bit of a vacation.
If I get
I'm guilty as well.
If I get a shower every third day,
we just don't even care.
No, why would I care?
We are I'm saying we are total give ups. Like last night, I realized at the end of the night, I didn't brush my teeth all day. I just forgot. It's like I get up, I stumble to the kitchen and make a cup of coffee. I have a second cup of coffee. And then it's time to pretend like I'm cleaning out my desk. And then it's lunchtime. And then I go back to pretending like I'm cleaning out my desk again. And then it's supper time. And then it's time for bed. Oh my God. What is happening?
I don't know.
What is happening?
You should have seen the disgusted look on Kelly's face when I proposed relations the other day.
Oh my God.
She was like, "You want to do what?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on. I mean, we got a good 3 minutes here. The dogs are outside and no kids."
It was the middle of the day.
Like all I need's two or 3 minutes of your day.
But it was the middle of the day, and we were unclean.
Just writhing. And...
Ugh, it's so gross.
All right. Do you want to do something, and then we'll finish off with a little...
the Kelly's Clap
Kellie
Back. I
Claps
can't
Back?
even remember.
Well, we're going to do it. Why don't you do a little something first?
I can't wait. I can't wait to rebut whatever you have to say, because I'm sure it's going to be exaggerated as usual. Hey, you know what? This is really very cool, because I've been having a lot of hair issues lately, and there's no one size fits all when it comes to a lot of things, and you know what I'm talking about. This one size fits all underwear, what is that? Same case with shampoo. My needs for my hair are so different from your needs for your hair, and that's what I love about Pros shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
You go online and you take this, you fill out this questionnaire. It doesn't take that long. It's not really hard. Because I know when people hear, oh, I've got to fill out something, it's really simple. But basically, Pros knows there's more to you than just your hair type. And they have given over 1 million consultations with this in-depth hair quiz, which is how I got started with it. And basically, I checked off all my personal hair requirements. I have long hair, and the longer your hair gets, it needs more moisturizing. But I also have thinning hair. I have aging hair. I have my hair color. I color my hair, so I treat my hair. But you know what Pros also takes into consideration?
What's that?
Your zip code.
Wow.
Because where you live, when you go on vacation to like LA or something, and your hair does completely different with the shampoo and the water there, or if you're in Florida or Mexico and your hair just is constantly, it's just a freaks out because you're not used to that. Your hair is not, that's not your hair in that zip code. Pros takes that into consideration as well. In fact, with their algorithm, they have over 50 billion formula combinations.
That's a lot of formula combinations.
It's crazy, right? But also what I got in addition to just the shampoo and conditioner, I got a hair mask because I have really been, my hair, because I guess it's older hair, I color treat it and everything that's going on. I feel like it needs that extra bit of moisturization. So once a week I use Prose's hair mask that I do before I shampoo and condition. And I think you're going to really notice the difference. All their products are cruelty-free. They're free of all those harsh chemicals that are causing more damage to your hair than good. And if you're not 100% positive, Prose is the best hair care you've had. They're going to take the products back, no questions asked, but you owe it to yourself to go on there and take that hair quiz because there's a formula that's right for you, just like there was one that was specifically 100% for me.
And Prose is the healthy hair regimen with your name all over it. You can take your free in-depth hair quiz and get 15% off your first order today. Just go to prose.com/sandwich. That's PROSE.com/sandwich for your free in-depth hair quiz and 15% off.
Try it. Let me know what you think.
Okay. This week's edition of Kellie Claps Back. Let me set the scene. For those of you who may be new to this segment, we've been doing it for the last, 4 or 5 weeks. Or 4 or 5 episodes.
I'm surprised you have one to offer.
Oh, this is the best one yet. They get better every time. But this is for those of you who think that all I do is give Kellie a hard time, you know.
It's true. You're very rude.
Yes.
You're very short.
Yes. Allen, you need to be nicer to Kellie.
It's true.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
It's true.
But what you don't hear all the time are Kellie's clapbacks to Allen.
That's right, because I do those in private and not on the podcast.
Well, but I am here to report.
Because I wouldn't disrespect my husband like that on the podcast.
I am
only
here,
in private.
I am here to pull back the kimono, to give a peek behind the kimono, revealing all.
Nobody wants to see that.
Well, yeah, they do, because here we go. So we have this beautiful dog park not far from our home here in Plano, Texas, USA, God's country. And it is beautiful, really nice. And Kellie and I have been walking the dogs down there. But before Kellie and I went, I ran reconnaissance and took the dogs down there by myself. So I ran down there, I don't know, about a week ago and ran Larry and Zoe down there to the dog park. And we're just kind of checking it out, you know, or I am dressed just to set the scene, just to get, so you can get this in your mind.
Before me or after me?
This is before you.
Okay.
Just to get this in your mind. I'm rolling down there in my standard athleisure wear, which consists of a hat, a tank top, athletic shorts, and either flip-flops or tennis shoes.
You don't walk in flip-flops. You walk in
probably
tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling around.
That's a good distance. It's about 1.5 miles from our house.
Yeah. So I'm dressed like a scrub. I mean, I'm just out, just walking the dogs, you know. So there's other people at the dog park. And in particular, there was a elderly lady dressed very, very nice. Very nicely dressed elderly lady. And she had a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. You know what one of those looks like?
Yeah.
This very regal, soft, silky looking dog. And it was yes, and it was a
Again, I was not there.
You weren't there for this.
I have no idea where this is going.
No. Well, you're about to know where this is going.
Are you going to make me look bad?
Absolutely. So, you know, Kellie and I have 2 dogs. Larry, who's a schnoodle mix. He's about 12 pounds. And Zoe, who is our new puppy. She's a miniature schnauzer. She's about 17 pounds. Well, this King Charles Cavalier Spaniel was about Zoe size. So much bigger than Larry. So,
I suddenly remember.
So the dogs are running around, you know, off leash. It's a dog park.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of looking around trying to find some shade because it was about 9 million degrees, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of looking around.
We should have been in Mexico, but instead you're at a dog park.
Yeah. And the dogs are just kind of sniffing each other. Well, I noticed Larry starting to kind of try to play with the King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
Yes.
So,
Probably a purebred.
Oh, yes.
Probably
with papers.
Probably a champion line.
And remember, his handler, his owner, is an elderly lady dressed really, really nice. You know?
Yes.
She looked like
She's slumming it at the dog park.
She looked like a woman of means. Okay.
Unlike you.
Right.
You're like a hoodlum.
Yes, exactly. So Larry, I notice he starts kind of drooling and panting.
Yes,
And then
very
all of
hot.
Right. And then all of a sudden he jumps up on the King Charles Cavalier Spaniel and just
Mounts
starts
her.
Yeah, and it's just
He's trying to get it done.
Yeah, but
even though he's fixed.
But he's numbnuts. He doesn't have anything.
Right. But he's dominating her.
It's a dominant thing.
Right.
It's just a dog thing. It's
Right.
no big deal. It's just a dog thing. But I'm
it happens.
I'm like, wow. I don't stop it.
Because you're proud?
Because I'm like, dogs
are being dogs.
Dogs do what dogs do.
Yeah.
Well, the elderly lady, she looks at me and she sees that I'm just standing there with my thumb up my you know what. So she takes Larry and she goes, oh no, I know this is dog behavior, but there are children around. And then she kind of glares at me.
Oh, there were children around.
Yeah.
Oh.
At which point I say, ma'am, it's Kelly Raspberry's dog. I'm just the walker. Okay. So that's what happened.
Okay.
So I walk home
Right.
with both dogs and I come in and I'm like, babe, you won't believe what happened at the dog park. And I'm not going to go
I said, what, love?
And I'm not going to go through the whole story again, but I reenacted what happened.
Yeah, with your crazy eyes
Right.
and your tongue hanging
Right.
out.
So I said, babe, you should have seen Larry. He was all lecherous with this wild, crazed look in his eyes. He was panting. He was drooling.
Yeah.
Kelly says, I don't know why that's surprising. He's seen you like that before.
Yeah. He learned it from you, Dad. He learned it from you.
So if you ever think that my wife doesn't say things to me that are, and I was just trying to share what happened at the dog park, but then
Yeah.
she turns it right around on me to make it look like I'm a lecherous Larry
Yeah.
mounting a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's this week's edition of Kellie Claps Back.
I think I said he learned it from you, Dad.
You followed it up with that. I don't know why that's surprising. He's seen you like that before.
Right.
At which
I can't deny that one at all.
Well, at which point I denied that. I said, well, I've never been drooling and panting. Well, panting maybe, not drooling.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
They don't listen. Good listener.
You want to step back on that one?
Good listener doesn't want to visualize me
There
drooling.
has been drooling.
There has not been drooling.
There has been an
There
occasion.
has not been drooling.
There has been
Oh
one
my
occasion of
God.
drooling.
Okay. Now you're doing a bit.
It's true.
Now you're just doing a bit.
One time.
One time?
Oh, so now you're going to say it's more than once? All right.
All right. There you go, babe. That's what I got.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
Sweetheart.
I love that dog park, though.
It's nothing fancy.
It's nice.
It's
got pavilions.
nice.
It's got doggy water fountains.
Well, they do a little bit more for the larger dogs. We're in the 30-pound and under park.
We have to go to the what do you call it? The junior dog section.
There's the junior dog park. The larger dog park, which is for 31 pounds plus, they have 2 pavilions for people to gather. I believe there might actually even be a tree. It's fine. We have our 1 pavilion. We have a couple of water fountains. That's nice. But it's just it seems like the bigger dog park, they're being shown favoritism.
There's more happening over there?
There's way more happening. There's camaraderie. There are people over there. They're very jovial.
Throwing frisbees.
They're throwing frisbees, balls. They are congregating, laughing. You can hear that. In the small dog park, people kind of separate. There's somebody over on that side of the field. We're over on this side of the field. Everybody stays separate. There's no eye contact.
Now let me throw this out. And
I don't know what the difference is.
Well,
what's the difference between big dog owners and small dog owners?
Here's the difference. Average age. Have you noticed?
They're younger in the big dog
The bigger
park.
the dog, the younger.
That's true.
The smaller the dog, the older.
That's true. That's true too. So we haven't made a lot of friends in the 30 pounds and under dog park.
Kellie wants to engage.
I want to. I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
That's my husband does not love that.
No,
love that.
I'm being misrepresented.
You don't love to
Well,
engage. But you don't. Let's just be honest. You
I'm
don't.
being misrepresented.
But you don't love to engage.
I don't go out of my way to engage.
I do.
When I'm engaged with, I engage.
I love to engage. I love to get to know people. And
You
make
do
friends.
the you
It's
do
my fantasy.
You
to
do
make
the
friends.
raspberry almost over engage. I'm going to engage with you even though you don't want to engage.
My fantasy is like to go on vacation and meet another couple and suddenly we're best friends for life and then we end up vacationing together all the time. That is like my fantasy.
Babe, we've done that.
No, I mean like out of the blue where you just meet people you don't know. And like that's just suddenly we're all best friends.
Well, then go on a swingers cruise. That's what that's
I don't
all
wanna
about.
have sex with them. I just want to be friends with them and vacation with them. So when I go to these dog parks and I look over at the big dog park, I'm like, people were leaving together and laughing and saying, hey, we're going to be back tomorrow. You're going to be back tomorrow. They're all making plans to meet again the next day. Big dog people are better than small dog people.
So you think the small...
And I'm a small dog people.
Oh, you had to have a small dog.
I don't want a big dog.
Got to fit through the doggy door. You can't get that dog, Allen. No, we're not going to get that one.
Don't want a big
I
dog.
know you like that one. We're not going to get it. It's got to fit through that doggy door.
Big dogs don't know they're big.
Even though
even
though I'm 180 pounds, I could crawl through that damn doggy door.
No, you couldn't. And that is something we're going to put to the test tonight, people.
I bet you I can.
I bet you can't.
I bet yeah, I might not be able to.
So anyway, if you're a single person and you're wanting to meet people, let me tell you right now, get you a 30-pound plus dog and go to the dog park because they're people ready. They're just happy, loving life, and they're all getting to know each other and they're planning get-togethers.
Adopt, don't shop.
I know there's even a dog park in Dallas proper. I know with coronavirus, it's probably not functioning as it normally does, but there is a dog park that has like a bar. So it's like a real big single scene.
That's what's great about the dog park. You can it's big. You can just go out there and not worry about anything.
Yeah,
you know?
you just let the dog
let
off
the
a leash
dogs,
and let him go.
Yeah, let them go. Let them run.
We thought about taking our small dogs over to the big dog park just to see how they...
I wonder if that's a rule,
How they
though.
do.
I wonder if you
I don't
can't
know.
go in there if your dog is smaller than...
Larry would never survive. I'd have to stay on the small dog side with Larry. But you could take Zoe and try it. Zoe is like, she's scared of nothing.
What Larry lacks in size, he totally makes up for that in assholishness.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he'll win the battle of the assholes with any dog.
He learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah, good point.
Learned it from you.
All right, babe.
All right.
Well, this is fun.
It was fun. You know, next week we're going to come back. I will be a student. I will be a freshman, I guess. I don't know. I'm just taking like 3 courses, but I'm taking my first course at the Art Institute of Dallas. But I believe my teacher is teaching out of the Miami campus since it's all online right now. So I'll have that to talk about. I'm sure we'll have more home projects to talk about.
Well, hey, next podcast, I will have done my first wedding.
Ah! How could we not bring that up to the very end of the podcast?
The Honorable Reverend W.A. Evans will be presiding over Manuel and Simone's wedding in Lubbock this Saturday.
Congratulations, you guys.
This Saturday at 5, I think it's around 5 p.m., something like that. 5, 6 p.m., something. Hey, I'll be there early.
You'll be there.
I'll be there for rehearsal, so they'll tell me what time to show up. So I'm putting together my materials as we speak. And I will be fully prepared and ready to deliver 5 minutes. That's all I need. Just give me a couple.
They said 5?
Well, they said keep it short.
Well, 5, you need a little bit more than 5.
5 or 10 minutes. I don't know.
Hey, if you're bombing,
What do you
5
mean if I'm
minutes
bombing?
is way
I'm not
enough.
gonna bomb. Are
Well,
you kidding me? I'm gonna get up there and marry. Manuel sent me a picture of their marriage license, the one that I filled out when they were here in Dallas. They got it. They got the seal on it and everything. It's official. I mean, they filed it with the county and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll be doing that this weekend. I am excited.
Well, I
it's going
can't
to be
wait
a lot
to
of
hear
fun.
all about it.
I will have to roll as much video and social media as I can so we can share it with our podcast audience. But I'm sure I'll have some good stories.
Can't wait to hear them. And if anybody wants to share anything with us, you can always reach out to us at the kellieandallen.com website. There's a place on there you can link to message us. Alan knows how to check them. I do not, but he will share them with me if it's anything I need to see.
Yes, I will. You're man of the cloth.
Thank you,
Alan
Reverend
Evans.
Babe.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately. I love that old lady at the dog park desperately, even though she had to remove my dog from her King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
Hey, there were children watching.
There were children present. I know it's dog stuff, but there are children present. I'm just Kellie Raspberry's dog walker. What are you looking at me for? But I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.